Andy Kennedy wasn't just a good player at UAB, he was a great player. He sat out a year after transferring from North Carolina State and made an immediate impact on the Blazers. He still holds 10 school records.
Long three by Andy Kennedy,
including most career three-pointers made.
He'll let it go from everywhere. Andy Kennedy starts it with a three.
Most career 20-point games and 30-point games, and most points scored in a game, 41 against St. Louis in 1991. Andy, describe Andy Kennedy as a player.
Aggressive, confident. I was confident because I put the work in. I was obsessive compulsive as it related to making sure I spent time in the gym. Very driven, enigmatic at times. Coach Bartow wouldn't swear, but the hardest he would ever hit me was he'd say, "Lord, Andy, you're a prima donna." And he was accurate.
Kennedy spent 11 years as an assistant coach, 6 at UAB, 4 at Cincinnati, where in 2005 he was elevated to interim head coach after Bob Huggins resigned in August. A 21-win season there got him the job at Ole Miss in 2006. In 12 seasons, Kennedy led the Rebels to 245 wins. The best season, 2013, when the Rebels won 27 games and the 2013 SEC tournament title. Describe Andy Kennedy as a coach.
Driven. Aggressive, a lot like I was as a player. I have a much better understanding now of the process by which it takes to be successful, and I'm committed to it.
Your list of mentors have included 3 coaching legends, 3 very different personalities. What did you learn from each man?
Well, I had the opportunity to play for the late, great Jim Valvano, the late, great Gene Bartow, and Bob Huggins. I coached with Coach Huggs at Cincinnati and sat to his right hand and saw the inner workings of a top 20 program. All 3 guys, their significance transcends mere wins and losses. They are program builders. They are people who I had the opportunity to project onto a program that has lived long after their coaching days are done. I hope to be able to take some of all of that wisdom, impart it into what we're going to try to accomplish here at UAB.
For 11 seasons at Ole Miss under Andy Kennedy, the Rebels enjoyed unprecedented success, averaging 21 wins per season. But in the 2017-18 season, things went off the rails in Oxford. The low point occurred February 13th in a loss at home to Arkansas, the Rebs' 5th in a row.
This is beneath the standard that is Ole Miss. This is beneath the work that we have put into this program. This is unacceptable on every level.
Kennedy, who the day before that game announced his intention to resign at season's end, walked out February 19th with 4 games to go in the regular season, and the Rebs headed to an 11-16 finish.
And I was the first to understand that ultimately I am accountable. I'm the head coach, I'm the CEO of that program, and my time was up. I felt that. I approached our administration like, hey, this has come to an end.
Kennedy had offers to coach again, but opted to be an analyst for ESPN and the SEC network.
And it was great from my perspective, both personally, to allow me to exhale. I'd been a coach for 23 straight years, and you live in that daily grind. So you have an opportunity to step back, exhale, and reflect, which I think is the greatest teacher.
Then came March 20th, when Kennedy answered the call to end his 2-year coaching hiatus and coach his alma mater. So what's your vision for this program, Andy, with you as the head coach?
The standard has already been set. Gene Bartow in 1978 started this thing with nothing. Within 3 years had it in the Sweet 16, and in year 4 had it in the Elite 8. The standard has been set. UAB was launched not off UAB alums in 1978. The people that helped start this program were the community leaders, the people that had pride in Birmingham, and they knew that if UAB was successful, then it was good for the community. That's the mindset that we want to recreate, that we are Birmingham's team, and I want to represent the toughness of this city. I want to represent the resilience of this city.
Does part of that vision for this program involve playing Alabama?
I would love to play Alabama, but this program hasn't played Alabama in its 42 years of existence, except one time in the NIT way back when. Shout out to Robert Shannon, by the way. Big shout out to you. But this program is going to be fine if it plays Alabama or not. You know, we're not dependent upon that. I think that's been proven.
Well, let's get to know UAB Coach Andy Kennedy a little better. We're 3340, so add 33 and 40. We're going to walk 73 feet, Coach.
Good
you
math.
Ready?
Good math skills.
All right, Coach, how tall are you?
I'm 6'7". It's long outlived its usefulness. At one time it was useful on this court, actually, but not so much anymore.
Do you prefer being called tall and skinny or lean and mean?
Definitely lean. I'm not sure I'm mean, but some would say I've got a mean streak.
You were a Parade All-American in 1986.
Can you
Who were
say
some
that
other
again?
Parade
Can you say that
All-Americans way back in the Stone Age of '86?
Yeah.
Who were some other All-Americans on that squad?
Rex Chapman, blocker charge. J.R. Reed was the #1 player in the class. A guy named Nick Anderson was on the Shaq Penny Orlando finals team. A lot of good players. Derek Coleman, Syracuse.
Favorite sports movie?
My favorite sports movie is a little bit out of the box, The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh.
Warning, an epidemic of fish fever is sweeping the nation.
It's the fish that saved Pittsburgh. Whoa, whoa.
Dr. J, Set Shot Buford, big fan.
What's a typical date night for you and Kimber?
You know, those things have varied, and now as we get a little bit older, good meal, good friends, good wine, that's a win.
He's a romantic guy. That's UAB basketball coach Andy Kennedy.